talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that, don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Carla Gates says the last few months have been painful, not knowing for sure how her husband Eugene died.
I mean, he was my best friend. We talked about everything. It's an adjustment that I don't wish on anyone.
Now she has some answers.
I already knew that it had something to do with the heat. I've been saying that since the beginning, since he passed. And it just had to officially be on paper.
She got that confirmation from the Dallas County Medical Examiner's office. Her husband Eugene's cause of death was due to a stroke and hyperthermia, which happens when your body dangerously overheats.
That particular day, no one should not have been out in that heat index of 119 delivering mail.
Eugene had been with the U.S. Postal Service for 36 years. He died on June 20th while delivering the mail on his route. According to the ME, his body temperature was nearly 105 degrees.
That particular day, he was in a truck where the air conditioner was not working.
Carla Gates says she wants the U.S. Postal Service to make changes to stop mail routes when the heat index is at dangerous levels, like they sometimes do during ice storms.
There's no mail when we have ice.
The Postal Service says they have no further comment on Eugene's death. Carla says she won't stop pushing them to do more to protect all mail carriers.
I'm going to not let my husband's name go in vain. I'm going to push until something is done.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? Let's talk. Listen, I don't know what's going on, but y'all already know I got some garbage for you guys. Garbage. And I hate to continue to keep bringing the union into the mix, but apparently the union knows more than what it's saying and telling us. If our job's on the line, you paying your union dues, yo, you know what? We're just gonna jump right into the video. This one is out of Save the Post Office. Postal Service announces more planned consolidations and S&D conversions. I see it on the mail handlers group already. And, before people sit there and, jump to conclusions, let's give a little input about what this could possibly mean. The Postal Service has notified unions and management associations of several updates in its transformation of the processing and delivery networks. Employees at 5 more PNDCs have been notified, that's kind of what I told you guys the other day, that their facility is under review for consolidation. And a recent presentation to the unions and management associations have revealed the locations of 17 more sorting and delivery centers. You heard what I just said. A presentation to your unions and management associations has revealed, that means they told them already, the locations of 17 more sorting and delivery centers in 5 regions, where 500 post offices could lose their carriers. The Postal Service is just getting started on transforming the network, but it's already clear that the changes will be massive. Last month, PRC Commissioner Robert Taub told Congress that the Delivering for America plan may represent the most fundamental change to the network since Ben Franklin was the Postmaster General. Despite the significance of the transformation now underway, there has been virtually no pushback from stakeholders or government entities. No pushback. You understand what that means? Let's continue talking. We're gonna dissect this. The USPS OIG recently issued a report on the SNDC initiative, but it focused mainly on relatively minor issues like how the Postal Service communicated the plan to stakeholders, not to the postal employees. The OIG has announced no plans for further investigation. Ain't that something? So the Office of Inspector General, they're not going to investigate this no more. Whose fault is this? The PRC is doing a public inquiry into the DFA plan, but 3 information requests issued thus far has not begun to probe the plan to comparable to the blah, blah, blah. There has been some resistance to the plant consolidations and S&D conversions from postal workers, that's us, as reviewed in the latest CPWU newsletter. Employees in Medford, Oregon rallied against the consolidation of its PNDC, and workers in Charlotte, North Carolina recently protested the job cuts there. Many local APWU leaders have been vocal in their opposition to the plan, but for the most part, the postal unions seem to be on board with the plan. Breaking silence there for you. National Association of Letter Carriers, this is affecting everybody, is anticipating more members thanks to longer routes caused by the SNDCs. They just want more money. That may be good for the union, but the SNDC plan will lead to longer commutes for many carriers. Do you understand what that means? The APWU may be challenging the plan behind the scenes, but it has apparently signed a non-disclosure agreement with the USPS limiting what it can share with members and the public. So who knows? The union may believe that the clerk and processing jobs lost to consolidations can be replaced by new transportation jobs as the Postal Service looks to insource HCR, which is highway contracted routes. Most of the Mailers and Shippers Association have been quiet as well. They probably be the main beneficiaries of the consolidation process and delivery units, since they'll be able to drop shipments at fewer centralized delivery units. And if consolidation reduce costs, it will decrease the pressure to increase price. Yeah. So implementation continues. Sorting machines are being removed from plants. Tours are being changed. Routes are getting longer. Carriers and commuting farther. And employees at plants and post offices are receiving excess notices. Average customers are already experiencing service declines, delays getting their P.O. box mail, staffing cuts at post offices, longer lines at the window, and so on. Eventually and inevitably, they'll also have to deal with the relocation or closure of their post office. So, the article is on SaveThePostOffice.com or .gov, or just Google Save the Post Office. Here's the thing. You heard me say exactly what was in this article. The union signed a non-disclosure agreement so that they don't have to tell the workers what's going on. The National Association of Letter Carriers know that you carriers have to drive further, but they don't care about that so long as they get more members. You hear that? They're insourcing a lot of the work. So instead of the clerks, they're like, oh, well, it's okay if the clerks lose their jobs. They're just giving it to the truck drivers instead. Yeah, this is what's going on. And these are the unions that we pay our money to. So when people question me and ask me, why, Jay, why is it that you are hesitant about paying dues, or why is it that you so on and so forth? Because all we've been asking for the last year has been transparency, because people want to know if they're going to have a job, right? That's all we've been talking about. Go back in all these videos. That's all we want. Listen, as you can see, it's really, really late at night. And, I thank the person that sent me the article, because I have so many things that you guys are sending me. I'm not at home right now, hence the video quality and the sound quality. But I felt the need that you all needed to know what was going on. And here's the thing. They're saying that there's been little resistance and little pushback from our unions. Who makes the union up? You do. I've said this for the last month and a half, 2 months. It's time that you all raise your voice. And enough's enough. It's affecting everybody. Every single person. Carriers, truck drivers, routes getting cut, more routes getting added, etc., etc. If you guys are all okay with this, then shut the video off. But if you're not, read that article in its entirety, because somebody's getting some inside information. Somebody is, and they're sharing it. You should all keep this, save the post office as one of your go-tos if you plan to stay here long, because you want to know whether or not you're going to have a job later on, right? It's amazing that behind the scenes that the APWU and the Mail Handlers Union agreed or disagreed and said, you know what, we don't care, we're not going to do this work. So the mail handler said, hey, we'll take the work. So one union takes work from the other union, jobs get lost or cut from one union. I mean, what is this? We got to sacrifice some just for the whole place to work? It's wild, man. It's wild. So what do you guys think about this? I mean, we could continue to talk. Like I said, we talking. I've been telling you, put pens to paper. I've been telling you to make sure that you support the people that have been going through this. But when's enough's enough? All right, listen. This is JH, and we got to make this work. One way or another, we got to make this work. If you got some input on it, again, if you got to go to the article, go to the article so you can see if it's one of the regions that you're in. But I mean, it's affecting everybody. At the end of the day, it's affecting everybody. It is what it is. At the end of the day, everybody's getting affected. It's just when is it going to happen to you? And when are we going to say enough's enough? All right. Unfortunately, there's no animation with this. It's just what it is. It is what it is. I'm disgusted. I don't know if you guys are disgusted, but I'm disgusted. JH, I'm out.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.